This cat has wasted his 8 lives, and death itself has come to take his final life. Will he be able to outwit her? Find out in our review of Puss in Boots 2, The Last Wish. Puss in Boots is throwing a party at Governor Dalmar's mansion. Milk flows like a river, and the cat himself sings his heroic songs and dances a passionate tango with the chicken. He is the real star of the evening. But then the governor of Dalmar appears and demands Puss in Boots be arrested. Our hero grabs his sword and performs a feat of fencing, then sets off a celebratory fireworks display. But there's a problem. The noise awakens a huge earth giant and attacks the city. A cat, sword in hand, flies straight at the giant and hits his finger. This move is called the Spanish Splinter. The enraged giant sends Puss in Boots flying again, but after drinking a cup of milk, our hero continues the fight. The giant tries to hit him with the bell, but the nimble cat sneaks closer, saves the people, stuns the giant with the bell, and defeats the villain. And everything is wonderful. The people rejoice, the hen gives the cat a bouquet of flowers, but the bell falls on our hero. Oops! Puss in Boots wakes up in a doctor's office. The doctor tests the cat's reflexes, offers our hero some leeches, and admits he's dead. But a cat has 9 lives. Puss in Boots is counting how many times he's died. So, a bull charge in a bullfight, vicious dogs in a casino, a fall from a huge chapel, a barbell strike, being thrown from a cannon, a seafood allergy, a fire while cooking. And today's bell. 8 in all, with only 1 life left. The doctor advises the cat to retire and stop taking risks. But our hero, of course, disagrees and immediately goes to the nearest bar to drink milk. Night falls, the candles go out, and a new customer appears. It's a huge white wolf in a black cloak. He's a bounty hunter and resembles death itself. Puss in Boots becomes agitated and challenges his opponent to a duel. But the wolf proves too agile and fast. Our cat is on the verge of defeat. His sword falls, a red drop runs down his forehead, and Puss in Boots remembers his entire life. He refuses to continue the fight and runs away in disgrace, leaving his sword behind in the bar. The unfortunate cat wanders through the forest and ponders the doctor's advice. He buries his boots, hat, and cloak, bids farewell to his criminal career, and finds the home of an elderly cat lady. Luna's mum has hundreds of cats. Our hero is washed, given blue socks, and called Puss in Boots. From now on, he's a house pet. Puss in Boots really doesn't like this life. He has to use a litter box and eat cat food. How awful. Days pass, and our hero gradually gets used to this life and even grows a beard. One day, Puss in Boots meets Perito. This is a cheerful dog disguised as a cat. He lives under the porch of the house and pretends to be a cat so he can come and eat. Perito asks the cat for belly rubs. At that moment, shadows approach Luna's mother's house. Goldilocks bursts in, accompanied by 3 bears. They take their mistress hostage and search for Puss in Boots. Instead, they find hundreds of domestic cats. Our hero is among them, but he's unrecognizable without his hat and boots, especially with that enormous beard. The bears go outside and find a hole in the ground where Puss in Boots' clothes are buried. They decide the cat is no longer alive. This is bad, because they wanted to hire Puss in Boots to steal a map with a wishing star on it. According to legend, it can grant any wish. Our hero learns that the map will be delivered to Big Jack Horner that night. He's the owner of a family bakery that collects magical items and dreams of mastering all the magic in the world. Wishing to restore his lost lives with the help of the wishing star, the cat asks Perito to dig up his clothes from the hole, gets dressed, and still looks ridiculous. With a beard and no sword, Puss in Boots breaks into Big Jack's bakery to steal the map. Faithful Perito rushes after his new friend. At the bakery, Jack Horner receives a chest containing a map. While is distracted, Puss in Boots picks the lock with his claw and grabs the map. Suddenly, someone hits him hard. This is Softpaw the kitty. She's here too, and she needs this map too. A few seconds later, the bears and Goldilocks appear. Of course, they've come for the map too. An argument ensues over who will take it. Taking advantage of the moment, Puss in Boots and Softpaws fly out of the bakery on a magic carpet, taking the map with them. But Big Jack knocks down the carpet and a chase ensues. Softpaws takes the map, defeats all her opponents, and flies out the window with Puss in Boots. They land safely in the carriage and, with Perito's help, escape the city. True, there are several attempts to kill them along the way, but our heroes have more important matters. They're trying to figure out who owns the map now. Fleeing pursuit, Puss in Boots throws bags of gold coins into the crowd. However, among the peasants, he spots a wolf in a black cloak and is horrified. Big Jack gathers his magical items, transforms a pumpkin into a carriage, grabs his magic ball, and sets off in pursuit of the robbers. Our heroes head into the dark forest, with the bears and Goldilocks hot on their trail. Puss in Boots and his companions find themselves in a vibrant, colorful forest and ask Softpaws for a map. He uses all his charm, but Softpaws can be very persuasive too. It's so sweet that Perito faints. Something strange is happening. If the card is held by Puss in Boots or Softpaw, it shows the most difficult trials, mountains of suffering, and even a cave of lost souls. But in Perito's paws, the card shows beautiful gardens, rivers, and fields. The cat and kitty decide that Perito will carry the map. Bears fall from the sky behind them, and our heroes speed up. Enormous carnivorous flowers appear in their path. Softpaw tries to fight them, but they keep growing bigger and bigger. Perito says she just needs to smell them, and it works. Just then, Big Jack catches up with the bears in his carriage and knocks them off the road. However, Jack needs to get through the flower field, and it's not easy. The villain uses the phoenix as a flamethrower and advances further. Puss in Boots asks Kitty to shave his beard, and Softpaw immediately grabs her knife. A couple of minutes later, our hero looks like himself again. He throws away his stick, but Perito immediately rushes after it and is captured by Big Jack. The bears and Goldilocks appear immediately, demanding the map. A fight ensues. The cat and the kitty run to save Perito, battling Big Jack's henchmen along the way. All is going well, but amid the chaos, the cat again sees the black-cloaked wolf and runs away in fear. This distracts Softpaw, and Goldilocks snatches the card. The frightened Puss in Boots is caught by Perito. Our hero admits that he abandoned the kitty on their wedding day, and Softpaw overhears their conversation. Later, she admits that she herself didn't come to the wedding. Goldilocks and the bears see their own hut before them. The bears happily enter and make themselves comfortable. There's honey, porridge, a favorite chair, and a book of fairy tales. Goldilocks remembers being a child. It seems they're all stuck in a forest of nostalgia. Our heroes find the bear's hut, sneak inside, and steal the map. Goldilocks notices this and attacks the bears. Their home turns into a mountain of misery. Another battle begins. The cat and the kitty dance the tango, dispatching their rivals along the way. They manage to escape, but Goldilocks grabs Perito, and now they have to rescue their friend. When Puss in Boots touches the map, he finds himself trapped in the Cave of Lost Souls. Now Kitty must find Perito alone while Puss in Boots searches for a way out. Meanwhile, Goldilocks argues with the bears because she wants a human family. Seizing the opportunity, Soft Paw saves Perito, while the bears and Zalata are caught in a trap. Inside the cave, Puss in Boots encounters crystal reflections of his past lives. They sing heroic songs to him, then mock him for becoming such a coward. Suddenly, a hooded wolf appears and reveals himself to be the embodiment of death itself. Now he wants to take the cat's last life. A frightened Puss in Boots runs off with the map, while Kitty and Perito watch from afar. The cat finds a wishing star and prepares to fulfill his fondest dream. But then a soft paw appears and accuses the cat of betrayal. It throws the card down and walks away, offended. Big Jack and the bears arrive with Goldilocks. Another battle for the card begins. It ends up in the hands of the cat, then Goldilocks. The little bear is about to fall from the wishing star, and Zalata throws a card to save her stepbrother. Meanwhile, a soft paw battles a Big Jack and knocks the villain into his magical bottomless bag. Perito brings the card to Puss in Boots and confesses that one life is enough for him to be happy. Moments later, a cloaked wolf appears, and a fierce duel ensues between him and the cat. Puss in Boots manages to disarm the wolf with difficulty. He boldly declares that he will always fight for his last life. Death, in the form of a wolf, reluctantly decides to spare the cat, as he no longer acts like an arrogant, immortal bandit. Before leaving, the wolf promises the cat that they will meet again. Later, a giant Jack emerges from his bag. It turns out he ate a magic growth cookie. The villain takes the card from the cat and Kitty. When he tries to make a wish, Perito distracts him, and at that moment, the cat, Kitty, and Zalata take the card and tear it up, destroying the wishing star along with it. Everyone but Jack manages to escape. Puss in Boots reconciles with Kitty and promises her a happy life together. Goldilocks finally accepts the bears as her family and goes with them to Big Jack's bakery. Some time later, our heroes, now known as Team Friendship, steal Governor Dalmar's ship and set off on a long voyage to meet their old friends. Would you like 9 lives? We'd love your likes. This was Movie Code. See you there. Subtitles added by Damar Torzik.